Motherfucker, I'm a CNA. Let me hear all your bitches say if you are a CNA. Just work until the day we get paid, certified nurse assistant. And tell you again, bitch, cause when I fall and say, motherfucker, I'm a CNA. Let me hear all your bitches say if you are a CNA. Just work until the day we get paid, certified nurse assistant. Tell you again, bitch, cause when I fall and say, colostomies or ileostomies. As I beg us through the holes of about a dozen cc's. That's milliliters, regular mathematics. Some CNAs deal with eating toxic drug addicts, some alcoholics. Some crackheads try to regulate some leaves to get high on meds. I've been struggled a couple times, they punch in the nose. They've been in and shitting on and they call me bro. I also empty catheters full of urine. That's what you think goes your peel and bladder, just stupid thin. Fuck, that would suck, I have a tube on my dick. With a tube the size of an inch thick. But shit is cool, I got plenty more. The patients with BD's more than food in a grocery store. You with a bitch, cause I ain't gonna stand. And you know I do class, I'm a class, motherfucker, I'm a CNA. Let me hear all your bitches say if you are a CNA. Just work until the day we get paid, certified nurse assistant. And don't you forget a bitch, cause when I fall and say, motherfucker, I'm a CNA. Let me hear all your bitches say if you are a CNA. Just work until the day we get paid, certified nurse assistant. Don't you forget, bitches, when I fall and say,
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to PSA from a CNA. I am your host with the most, the blessed and highly favored FrankoThePen. Thank you for spending just a little bit, a small, a smidgen, a medium, just the tiniest bit of your Wednesday evening with me. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who getting off of work second shift. Shout out to everybody who going to work third shift. I truly appreciate it. You have no idea how much you are appreciated. How is everybody doing on this Wednesday evening? What's good, Sharon? Good to see you back. Truly appreciate it. Let me go ahead and get some personal stuff out the way, and then we can get into some stories, just like last week. I got stories, baby. So I today I went. If anybody's been watching these live streams or the podcast after I posted on YouTube, youtube.com/CNA King Franko. I went. They would know that my not nursing assistant, my damn it, what is it? Assisted living job took me off the schedule like months ago. I technically still work there, I believe, but they just haven't put me on the schedule. So I decided to go up there today just to see, you know what I'm saying, how the place looked, make sure my residents were still alive, hopefully. I went up there. They did some redecorating, did some painting, trying to make it look nice. All of my residents really were still alive. That made me happy. But I find out that because I was on Indeed, just looking at the job market, and of course it's full and plentiful, and people. It seemed like everything posted on Indeed, all the jobs posted on Indeed had urgent. It had an urgent sign on it. Like, we need to fill these spots yesterday. So I'm like, if I really wanted to go back to working in assisted living, I really could. But I went there, talked to some old coworkers, just to find out that they not. I thought that when they had let me go, well, when they had took me off the schedule, because I ain't been let go yet. But when they took me off the schedule, I thought that like they was gonna replace me with like somebody who was gonna be there doing what I was doing. And it turns out that's not the case. It's just like the spot that my spot that needs to be filled is just sitting there, and it's just making the people who are left behind, it's just making a job harder, which is like a really dick move. I'm like, I'm like, if you're gonna take me off the schedule, take me off the schedule, but at least have somebody there to as backup to do what I was doing. I'm like, okay, you want to fuck with me, fine, but don't inconvenience like my coworkers and shit. And of course, everybody missed me. They was asking if I was coming back to work and blah 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 blah. And you should go talk to the scheduler and tell her to put you back on the schedule. And all. I'm all like, no. I'm all like, I'm enjoying my I call it my summer vacation. I'm enjoying my summer off. I told them I'll holler at y'all in probably like September, maybe October, who knows. I'll show back up in like September and October. Like, do I still work here? And if I do, like, give me like a day. I need a day. Can I get one day? Oh shit. It was just really funny. It was funny, but it was also disheartening. Like if you go, I'm all like, but maybe I'm asking too much of nursing homes. See, me wanting them to like, okay, if you gonna let me go, like, fucking, refill my spot with another person who's doing my job, right? But as we know, nursing homes and and apparently assisted living facilities don't do that because that would require them to care about their employees and how much their job sucks when they work with less people. So maybe I'm shooting too hard, or I'm shooting too far. Maybe I'm hoping for too much is what I'm hmm, as I actually like the people I work with, which is kind of rare. Why did you hit me? Cheryl, why did you? Can you guys hear me? I know after that it'd be hard for people to hear me. I'm like, Cheryl, why did you? First of all, hi Cheryl. Cheryl Holmes, how are you? I'm fine. How are you, Cheryl? RJ was good. Love and appreciate you. Cheryl, why did you send me why did you send me a request to join the live, answer the request, and then just hang up? Like, what happened? Yeah, that's really people. I guess people get nervous when they see like their face on camera, and I don't know what it is. Uh, but yeah, it seems. I'm like, am I asking too much of my job? Maybe it's a hopeful wish, because right now I don't think anybody is I don't think any nursing home is like fully staffed and or staffed correctly. So maybe this is like part of the course of like nursing of any nursing facility. But I didn't want that to be the one I was working at. Like I said, I actually liked my job. I got taken off the schedule because of some petty shit. But at least it was first of all, it was nice to know that the people that I was working with was still employed, except for one girl who said they was playing with their money, so she quit, which I understand. If your job owe you money and they're not paying you, fuck you twice. And and jobs is like real quick to jobs is like real quick to say that your extra money like went towards taxes and shit. We are very short staffed. Did you get extra money? I have never heard. Cheryl. Hold on, Cheryl is at work peacefully at the moment. Accidentally hit the button. You got to be careful which button you hit, Cheryl. We are very short staffed. Did you get extra money? Extra money for what? For being short staffed? I don't think I do. People, hold on. Do people get extra money for being? Do facilities? Let me rephrase this right. Do y'all facilities pay y'all extra money for being short staffed? Me personally, that has never happened to me, like ever. Short staffed here too. It's short staffed. Yeah, it's short staffed everywhere, which is why I really feel like somebody taking me up. It got to be something personal about me. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's got to be personal because everybody is short staffed. Everybody is short staffed. So for you to take somebody off the schedule, that means this has got to be personal. But anyway, like everybody is short staffed. I don't think they paying out. They should be paying out extra money for the people who come in and deal with this bullshit and make it do what it do, baby. All right. But I don't think that's ever going to be the case ever. Working short. I think everybody got more. Are you talking about the COVID relief fund when everybody was getting bonuses and shit? What are you talking about, RJ? I don't think any. I don't think like anybody right now is getting like extra money. Like no, it could be. It could a nursing home could have only two CNAs, two aides, and the management would be, and they need like let's say a nursing home. It's a nursing home, and they only got like two CNAs working, but they need six. I feel like they still wouldn't pay them any extra money, and they would just treat them like you should be lucky you have a job. Like, now go do your 30 people a piece, and they better be up before breakfast. Letitia, short staffed in my nursing home, just like everywhere else, baby. I expect too much of CNAs. They look the here's what I always say about CNA work, or here's what I always say about medical work in general. Um, we are lucky because we are one of the few professions that cannot be replaced by robots. And if they try to, good luck. We are also one of the few professions who was actually working during the pandemic or who works during like think about times where you just look on Facebook or the internet and you see like yeah, my job said we didn't have to come to work today because it was It was a thunderstorm, a tornado, tornado, fucking snowstorm, any of that stuff. We can't call out a work for any of that. We have to be to work no matter what. Oh my God, I got shot in the leg on my way to work. Well, you're gonna have to patch that up with a t-shirt in the back of your truck and get to work. We need you. We short staffed. Well, can I get some? You know what I'm saying? What's the incentives? Can I get a bonus or something like that? Yeah, we gonna bon appetit this pizza that I'm gonna order while your ass is working. Your ass to work. But shoot, I work passing meds and a CNA at the same time with no one but me. That's what made me mad because the in the job in my assistant living job, it's 4 buildings. It's like and two of the buildings is like a med passer and an aide. And other buildings is like two med passers, two aides. I'm in one of the buildings where it's just like a med passer and an aide. So what I do is I take on I just take as I want her to focus on passing the drugs because the drugs is what keep the residents mellow, and that's what I need to keep my day to keep my day from going insane most of the time. So when I'm working, I want you to focus on passing those drugs and maybe knock out a person or two, if that. I'll take care of the rest. I I serve the lunch, wash the dishes, take out the trash, laundry, blah 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 blah, all everything else, because I want, and that's a great system. It was working for us for years. It still will work. If I went back to work tomorrow, it still will work. It's just that people suck. Share your breakover. Thanks for jumping in though. I appreciate it. See you next time. Robots to spy on the CNAs. It ain't gonna be no robots to spy on CNAs. They just gonna replace you with a robot if they could. Think about that. Think about if you came to work and it was. Do you do you know the advancement? Do you know the advancement in robot technology? Do you know how advanced a robot would have to be to do what we do? I'm not even afraid of being replaced by a robot ever in life. Do you know how it would have to be like if y'all seen that movie I, Robot? That's what the robot would have to be in order to replace us as aides. And seeing as how that's not nowhere around the corner, I am very much good. Can you imagine how pissed you would be? First of all, management. If let's just say that like the iRobot robots was real, a thing. You know how pissed you would be if you came to work and it was like, oh, we don't need your services anymore. This is gonna be your last day. We replacing you with Rudy over here, who is, you know what I'm saying? He don't need to sleep. He don't need to eat. He don't need no break. You know what I'm saying? We don't even. He gonna work first, second, and third shift for the rest of his days. So you gonna have to go find you something else to do with your life. And that wouldn't even be for like aides. That would be like for like nurses and that would be for like nurses. I feel like they wouldn't. They probably would. Probably would. They probably would change. They probably would like replace a doctor with a robot. Everybody get replaced. Everybody get replaced with robots. Fuck it. Everybody get replaced. But seeing as how that scenario is like, I would hate, let me not jinx this shit because I would hate to, I would hate to like, I would hate to sit here and be like, ain't nobody worried about robots coming and taking our jobs. You know how many fucking light years away that is? And then tomorrow on CNN, they'd be like, we've got the first prototype robot. It'll be just because I said that. The fucking irony. Let me not jinx it and fuck up our way of life. Sydney ooh, I fucked up. Cindy Lipnipsky. That sound is that Jewish or Polish? It sounds either Jewish or Polish. Cindy Lipnipsky. Hmm. The health field is terrible all the way around. And you know it. We all know it. But it's in our hands. So we must take care of it. RJ, it's been good to see you again, King. But this cat is fucking tired. Gotta go to bed. Doing it all over again. Peace out. Peace out, RJ. Shout out to RJ for always stopping through. Man, my mind is like stuck on robots trying to take our jobs. Don't worry, you guys. We have nothing to fear. I don't think. Maybe. Maybe. What did I say? But yeah. Oh shoot. So for the last little bit of this live stream / podcast or whatever, I said I had I kind of went on the tangent, my bad, but I do have a story in the clutch. So this one, once again, asked to remain anonymous. Which, if you ever have a story you want me to tell on one of these live streams, then you could inbox me on this page, and you could tell me if you want to remain anonymous or not, and I will tell that story in the smoothing John B. voice that I have right now. So, here's the story. One day, we're gonna call her Katie. Katie gets up for work. She drives in. She clocks in. She goes to work, and she finds one. So she's doing her rounds. Everything looks good. She finds that one of the rooms that would usually be lit up. She's first shift. She comes in. She's doing her rounds. She finds that usually one of the rooms that would be like lit up and with the resident ready to go, the lights is off. She goes, she finds that strange, but she's not really concerned about it. She's just trying to finish the rounds with third shift person, get them out of the way so you can go ahead and do her shift. She does that. She gets all the linen she's gonna need for the shift. For some reason, she was like, okay, I'm gonna start with that room that kind of made me suspicious yesterday. Goes into that room. What she finds is that the resident, let's call him Mr. Peters. Mr. Peters is now sitting. Mr. Peters is sitting in what could only be described as a slight bathtub-sized pool of liquid BM. Turns out that the nurse on third shift had given him a laxative before, and it apparently it had just now kicked in. Ironically, it kicked in shift change. even though me personally, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, this had to happen on third shift, but somebody just left it for somebody on first shift. You know how third shift be. So she goes to first of all, she is flabbergasted and disgusted to see a man who looked like he's sitting in, like, you know how when you fill a bathtub up with like when you fill a bathtub up and it only like covers up like it only comes up to like your waist, and you just be sitting. That's how Mr. Peters was in his bed, and Mr. Peters was upset about that, so much so that he started to fling liquid diarrhea at Katie at the door. And he would do this because it was a lot, so he had plenty of ammo, and so he would do this to anybody who tried to walk into the room. So eventually they just had to, I don't know, like, wait it out until his bed like eventually ran until his bed like eventually ran out of until he ran out of stuff that he was able to grab and throw. They had to wait. So the, they finally were able to get into the room because he was out of ammo. His bed was down to the sheets, but he was still like covered in BM. So they had to put on like PPE that would like usually be reserved for like somebody with C. diff or like a COVID room. They had to put that on. Grab this man, keep him calm him down. They took him to the shower. They had to completely, that room was shut down for the day. They had to, they grabbed him some clothes and whatever. They took him to the shower room. all trying to keep him calm, because if you would piss him off, he would swing with the doo-doo hand. And somebody almost got in their hair. It was a whole situation. So they had to shut down his room. Uh, made the sin made this she had to clean up the room, the CNA, and then the housekeeper had to come in after she wiped down all this at the door and on the walls and shit as much as she can. The housekeeper had to come in, sterilize all. It was just a whole situation, a whole big mess. But I say all that to say this, as she said, some people might think of that as a crazy story, but for us as aides, it was just a Tuesday. Shoot, that story was. I'm sorry, that story. It was funny to me and disgusting, but I like it. So, gonna be telling more stories like that, and more. I got a variety of stories all over the spectrum, which I'm going to be telling on this live stream. But while I got this little time left, I wanted to tell everybody that if you have a Twitter, um my old Twitter got deleted. I'm so sad about it. My old Twitter got deleted. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, I have a new Twitter. It's called twitter.com/OMGFranko. You can follow me on Twitter there. It'll be dope. Yeah. So yeah, this has been a PSA from a CNA. I truly appreciate everybody who sat down and gave me just a little bit of your time and your energy. Um, oh my God, Jennifer Silva, what's up? First of all, shout out to Jennifer Silva. Let's get that out the way. I'm so sorry you had to bury your dad. I won't say I know exactly how. I will say I know how it feels. I had to bury my dad too. Very tragic, very devastating. But I know that you are strong enough to get through it. Thoughts and prayers are with Jennifer Silva. Truly appreciate. Thank you for stopping in. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Big up to you. All right, with that being said, if you haven't already, please like and follow this page so you can be notified of the next time I go live, which will be this Friday with a brand new episode of Bitch About a Bar. But if you're not into that, then I would be live next Wednesday with a brand new PSA from a CNA. If you haven't already, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at FrankoThePen. You can follow me on Twitter at OMGFranko. If you're vaccinated, stay carded up, and if you're not, stay tested. I truly appreciate y'all spending this little half hour with me. You know what I'm saying? We like to get in and get out because us AIDS got stuff to do. Once again, shout out to Jennifer Silva. Rest in peace to your father, and fuck cancer. But until next time, this has been PSA from a CNA. I am Franko the Pen, and I love you all. See you guys next time.